what did you make of the debates? Who, in your view, did a good job?
I think yesterday the Labour Party won in that Conservative leadership debate. You saw the Conservative candidates ripping each other to pieces. You'll see those clips coming out time and time again, attacking Rishi Sunak for being out of touch and too rich, Rishi Sunak attacking his opponent's economic plans. We should remember something else as well. We face a huge set of crises in this country, a cost of living crisis once in a lifetime. We have a trading relationship with Northern Ireland not yet settled, and our constitution is in tatters. Our union is under threat. And yesterday I didn't hear anything from any of the major candidates about that. We heard these huge tax cuts from some, but won't help those at the bottom. A little bit from Kemi Badenoch, what you do for those on low incomes. There's also no plan here to really get Brexit done either. So I think really, fundamentally, what the country was looking for, they didn't see last night. It hasn't been very edifying, as you said. And also pulling out the Sky News debates, I think, was a shame. They should have held themselves up to scrutiny. They want to be Prime Minister of this country.
Exactly.
They should absolutely do so.
Well, I think they actually made Boris Johnson look good, because at least he would stand up and hold his hand up to scrutiny, whereas these guys don't even like the sound of it. Penny Mordaunt, I mean, she's come across as a bit of a wet fish, hasn't she, in a way?
If you watched the Prime Minister speaking in the no-confidence debate that's been happening as we came on air, you will have heard some of his supporters on his benches cheering more, and one had the sense they didn't just mean in that debate. Yeah. They were supporting their man, and I thought that was actually a real moment in Parliament. But Jeevan's got a point, about these debates. The point being, you expose yourself to blue-on-blue rifts, and you expose all of these attack lines, and you expose internal differences to an external audience, and it can be very unattractive. As I was watching the debate, I thought to myself, rather along the lines that Jeevan was suggesting, coming soon to a Labour billboard near you is some of the stuff that was being said in that debate. But I'll tell you what else didn't happen. Jeevan set out some of the things that, if you don't mind me saying, from a broadly left-of-centre perspective, you might like to see discussed. I thought there were some things missing from a broadly right-of-centre perspective too. A lot of people in the country will want, for example, migration, the difference between legal and illegal migration discussed, and these candidates didn't really go near that either. And I think in part that's because the last debate was basically people trying to avoid going wrong too badly, because the risk of dropping a clanger and the harm that might do them in setting votes back was far more significant than the potential gains that you get from doing really well and perhaps swinging 1 or 2 votes your way. So they were all about playing safe in the last debate. So my frank answer to your question, who won the debate, is they weren't trying to. They were trying to avoid being seen as having lost most.